What's going on, everybody? It's Q Jackson, host of BLK Talk. Look, I was over here preparing for another amazing episode, but look, I need you guys to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell so that you guys don't miss any of our amazing conversations. Have a new episode coming to you in 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's Q, host of BLK Talk, and I'm here with the cast and the producer of the new movie Sweat. We're excited because this movie is coming out in a few weeks. They're on their official press tour, and they stopped in with BLK Talk to talk about what they have going on. You know the guy to my right, your left, NeJcion. He's been on before. You know we have a nice long history, but we have two new amazing faces to the BLK Talk family, Miss Xica Bee and Brandon Real. So welcome you guys and you to BLK Talk.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let me get started by learning who you guys are. So we're going to go with the lady first. So Xica, tell us a little bit about who you are.
So I actually originally moved to Atlanta from California in about 2010 in search of my career. California is great. I started in California. I got my 2 SAG vouchers. We'll get into that later. From California, but I was looking for something more, and Atlanta was wide open. Mm-hmm. And so with my training, I just started to go and audition and submit myself for almost any and everything possible. My first gig I got was Gucci Mane, the Yellow video. Mm-hmm. Was it the Yellow? Yeah, was it the Yellow? Mm-hmm. Yellow Lemonade or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then
super Atlanta song.
Super, right? Mm-hmm. They thought I was exotic looking for some reason. I'm just Native American, originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, and it just happened from there. I actually graduated with my BA in theater arts and dance minor, and my BS in kinesiology. So I love the body, which led me to being a massage therapist. I have a massage school, but my number one passion is now just not being a mother. I have a wonderful 6-year-old now. If I say the wrong age, she'll be so mad. And he's also into acting as well, and just helping people. And I feel like helping people through the art of acting, escaping from one's trauma or lifestyle and becoming something else is what I love to do. Every day is eat, sleep, act. What new project can God put in front of me?
Mm. So I guess your passion, your purpose is to heal people, I guess, through your art, through your hands with the massage therapy, yes, through your art with the words.
Exactly. Okay. And I love it. I love it. I'm an Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? All the Aquarius is
January
23rd.
Okay.
Boom. So I love I'm a water barrier but an air sign. So 2 things that you cannot live without as a human. You can't live without air. You can't live without water.
So therefore, they can't live without you.
Without Xica Bee, there you go.
Yes. I like that.
You worked on one all night. I like that. She wrote that down in my hand. This is the perfect opportunity.
Got it.
So we know about you now, Xica. Brandon, tell us a little bit about you.
All right, I'm Brandon Real. I am a singer, dancer, songwriter. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California. Moved to Texas in 2016 to reinvent myself. Came here about 2 or 3 years ago. Recently got into the acting. This is actually my first movie, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I just been going through the motions and stuff, traveling, just growing and stuff. So that's just a little bit about me for now.
Okay. Now, did you two ever know each other in California?
No. Same industry, same circle, same people. Because I was in a singing group around the time that he was in Los Angeles, and never crossed paths.
Hold up. You're a singer too?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, we had massage, we had acting, we had video.
Yes, I love music. I've actually been a member of ASCAP since 2001 and BMI, so I've been there for a while. I was in a singing group called Versastyle, which was so crazy. Then we kicked people out the group and we named ourselves A Secret, which was my name backwards and my friend Chris' name forward.
A Secret?
Yeah. It was great. Chris, because her name was Chris.
Oh, okay.
And my name is Xica, but backwards is she. Chris. See how you know that?
Any plans on a reunion?
No, we broke up. We broke up when she threw my dick. You know what? That's a whole.
We'll talk about that. I'll be right in
The breakup of a secret.
So we all know NeJcion, but you're back. Every time I have the opportunity to talk to you, you're working on something new, something bigger, something better. Like your creativity never stops. So recap the people on who you are, and then we'll get into why we're here today.
Well, my name is NeJcion Davis. I am a singer, actor, writer, executive, creative. I'm multifaceted in everything that I do in the arts. So anything that I put my mind to, I have the balls enough to just do it. So that's pretty much who I am.
All right. So speaking of, we're here today because of this poster behind us. So the movie Sweat is coming out soon.
Yes.
So Sweat is based off of something that you've been working on for, what, probably like 13, 14 years? 2011?
Yes. So I wrote a play called Talk About Drama in 2011 with my cousin Ashley Gaddy. And we just started writing the play and, coming up with the characters and stuff like that because we used to watch Tyler Perry a lot. I've been following Tyler Perry since 99. And I was just like, yo, if he can do that.
On VHS.
And I was, me and my grandma always went to the plays. So being raised by my grandma, I'm like, yo, I can do this. Like, even being the character, like I said, I can just do it. So I wrote Talk About Drama. I wrote the sister character to Medea, which is Myrtle. If you watch the plays, Medea's always on the phone with Myrtle when no one's ever seen her. So I said, you know what? I'm going to create the character and I hope you see it. Because now you got Bam, you got all of the other characters that you go on tour with, but you need another person that's bold enough to put the dress on with you. So I said, I'm going to do it. So I did it. And so fast forward to 23, I was like, I want to do something different with this. I want to like bring it to film, but somebody told me to do a TV series. They was like, just make it a series. So I wrote it as a series, and then as we were getting into production, I was like, this is a movie. I don't want to spoon feed this. I want to make it a feature. So that's what I did. I went out to cast it. Got an amazing cast, and it's crazy how I got my leads because Xica was. I could not find Tracy. Like, I just couldn't find. Like, even when I casted her, I was just like, this girl she's not giving me what I need. So, you know how on Instagram there's this, the inbox, and you have the general, and then you have the hidden, I guess it's called. So, some said just go to your hidden. I went in the hidden, and she was in
primary in general.
Right. So, I went into the one that I don't check often. And she was there, and she was like, are you still casting? I seen that you work. And I'm like, you know what? Absolutely, I'm casting. And I didn't even go to her page enough. I just loved her energy and her spirit or whatever the case may be. And then we got on the phone, and she just was so like open and just so like our spirit just connected immediately. It was like she became my sister immediately. She was just like, you know what, listen, I don't know you from Ken and Pain, but it's something about you and your energy that makes me want to be a part. So what do I need to do? How can I help? Like, she just came on board like Mama Bear. Like, she came into the project and just made it easier for me because this is my first time being a director in this space and film. But she's always been around. I was an actor, so I didn't know what it was to be on the other side. So she kind of like gave me some pointers on like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna take a load on. Like, she put me to the side, like, I ain't trying to overstep, but if you need help, I got you. So she was kind of like my little hidden gem on set still too. So I really appreciate having actors like that. And then Brandon, like I said, we've been friends for about two years, and then we, traveling, singing and stuff like that. And I would see him at shows and events and stuff. I'm like, it's something special about this person. So he never expressed that he wanted to act, but I was just like, it's something in you. My gift is spotting talent outside of the talent that they present to me. That's a gift that I have. I can see gifts that people probably don't even know, or untapped gifts, so to speak. And I was like, I want you to play the lead character in my movie. He was like, oh, okay. Okay. And then he's very inquisitive, so he started, so what's the script about? And Brandon's also a help. Like, he's the type of person that'll be like, listen, bro, I know I'm the actor, but if you need my help, I got you. Yeah. So my leads, they took a load off of me. They were present for me, and not outside of the rest of the kids. They were present for me because my wife, she wasn't always on set, so they seen me stressed out. Lost my grandpa in the process, so my actors were really, really present for me to make sure that I carried through it. I was ready to just give up. So that's how SWAT came about.
And you didn't give up, and because of that, we are here a few weeks prior, or a few days now prior to the actual release. So for you guys,
the viewing. The release is not until 2025.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna view it. But for you guys, like Brandon, with this being like your first acting role, what do you feel like you had to dig from like within to become this character?
I mean, I could somewhat relate to the character, anyways, because I've been through, certain things like that, especially, dipping and dabbing at a later age than most, because, the character himself, he was a virgin and, he didn't.
I'm just gonna laugh too. Must be an inside joke.
So deep inside.
No, obviously not deep enough because he was a virgin.
Yeah, he was a virgin at first and was very, very, very sexual, and that pretty much pushed him to get intimate with his co-star or person that he shares the the scene with, and I know that from experience because I was very sexual, but I didn't do anything until after graduation and everything. So I was a late bloomer when it came to the area. So I relate to that.
Now you outside.
So Xica, what about you? Not only being one of the lead actors, but being somebody that was pretty much instrumental in helping the production to actually happen. How does that feel? And then to hear it, to in a way get your flowers right now. How does that feel?
It's so shocking to me when people speak show grace for me, because I'm not used to it, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And it's very amazing to know that, wow, that's how you really feel, because you're so used to having people say, oh, they just hate. People naturally hate. They want to get something out of you and not really see you grow. Mm-hmm. So to be able to say, let me just stop this alarm real quick, because I don't really this ain't even my fault. Thank you. You know what? Because I want to continue this part. I like how the music came in. I was getting ready to start singing, and he was going to come in with the harmonizer. Oh! And you was going to join in on the low?
Yeah. No, he would have got the low note. I would have.
Yeah, okay. But no, yeah, so I love it because sometimes I'm so used to pouring into people that I don't even know how to accept being poured unto. That makes sense.
I absolutely understand.
I'm used to giving people I like speaking life into people. I don't ever say I love you to death. I always say I love you to life because words are powerful. Mm-hmm. So it's amazing every time I hear someone speak about me, and it's like hearing it for the first time, and I love it, and it keeps me hungry. It doesn't make me feel like, oh, people say, well, you should act how you look, and I'm like, what is that? You pretty. You need to act like a bad bitch. Oh, okay, but I'm the one that'll see the guy in the corner that's getting bullied and be like, you want to eat with me for lunch? Mm-hmm. And then all the girls like him, and then he cheat on me. That's another subject. So, listen, back to what you were saying. Basically, I'm always the one that goes for, I'm the underdog, believe it or not. They assume because of the way I look that it comes easy. Mm-hmm. But I also get tried, especially in the industry. I'm pretty. I could have been signed to so many different people, but it's always, take off your clothes first. It's always, then I can see your talent. And NeJcion was the casting couch. And it's disgusting, and it's look at my actual talent. So to see that he didn't even do research and go to my page, because, I have 2 Instagram pages. One is the Showstopper and one is Xica Bee. Xica Bee Fit talks about my wellness, my fitness, and more of a personal side.
And it's also private, I've noticed.
Yes, I've made it private because some people come on there and try to get my ideas for wellness or massage therapy, and then they'll try to make it their own. A lot of my ideas have been stolen by people that have more money to market it faster than me. So now I have to be more private and let God work. But the Showstopper page is the entertainment page where it shows me as an exotic dancer, where it placed me on P-Valley, BMF, P-Valley season. I just finished with season 3 with P-Valley.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm in Beauty in Black with Tyler Perry.
Oh, yeah,
I'm one of the principals. And I had my first speaking role, episode 6. I was like, Good night, baby. Have a good night. But that was me,
Smoking
though.
that cigarette, yeah.
Yeah, holding that cigarette in my mouth like a tacky dancer. That was me.
They was on the porch.
Yes, that was me. Coach out and everything. I was like, have a good night, love. Counting my money down. That was me. Like, I worked on with so many projects, Tyler Perry, as like background. Even though I had SAG vouchers and was a SAG actress, some things you just have to do because it's worth it. Like, I wouldn't say do everything for free or do all the background, because 60 over 12 is crazy. I will not be sitting nowhere for $64 for 12 hours. But if it's a project where I know, if like Robert Townsend, he's one of my mentors, he said, Xica, if you're going to be a tree, you be the best damn tree. So whenever I'm a tree, I'm the leaves, I'm the wind, like I'm all those things, because that's what you got to do. He said when he first started, when he did that movie where he was one of the gangster disciples, and what was it, School Days? Was it School Days? Where a shooting had happened in New York, and one of the disciples got shot. Everyone ran, but Robert Townsend ran to his friend. The director was like, cut! Who the hell told this young boy to run to the person? He said, sir, if it was real life and one of my friends got shot, I'm going to run to my friend. And he said, you know what? You right. Come here. And he got written in as a principal. So from there on, I've learned to, like, whatever job it is, if you're acting, you got to wipe off your makeup. I'm not Xica. I was Tracy. I was 16-year-old Tracy, which was amazing. Oh, I was like, ow. And then I had to develop and be the adult Tracy. So I had to be okay with not having makeup on, not having the weave, not having the long lashes, not having the long nails, not having the corset and the waist, all that stuff to make me look like a voluptuous woman. I had to be able to carry the role as NeJcion needed it, to be a young teenager that was vulnerable, that was hurt. I mean, oh my God, this movie is so amazing. When I got the script, I read it to my grandmother, who was like my BFF. And she was like, shut up. No. Oh, hell no. Oh, your friend trifling as hell. I would have whooped her ass a long time ago.
Make sure she at the
She will be there. Yes, that's what
because you need people like that in your circle. And for you, like, to see these actors that you have chosen, like, they clearly have a lot of personality. You felt like they had talent, so because of that, you chose them. But for you, when it comes to creating projects, and now I think you said you had a total of, was it 27 people that you had as actors? Like, how did you pick all of them?
It's funny because like I have a lot of friends in the field of entertainment, so casting for me is super easy, because even like I said earlier, even if you're not an actor and I see that you could potentially do it just by me being around you, it can ignite the idea of you doing it. So I'm gifted gab, I'm good with selling stuff, so it's like, you know what, you should try it, just read it. So that's the energy. So me casting my cast was super easy because they're my friends. So the majority of them are actually my friends, so it was easy.
So, for you, what is your favorite part about the entire process? And then what I want to know, your favorite scene, each one of you guys. So be thinking about that, because that's going to be the next question. So, your favorite part of the process.
So, my favorite part of the process was actually getting on set and, like, day one, like, yo, the light, the cameras, like, getting the crafty together. Like, I was just, like, getting everything was coming to the house. The voice, the walkies, the sound, everything was just coming in. I'm like, yo, this is happening. So it's like, to aspire to do something and actually do it, it's like, yo, this is, and we were on set together for 6 long days. I'm talking about 7 a.m. call times, and probably wasn't done until like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, sometimes 10, depending on how much we had to get, because we crammed in probably like 14 days shoot into 6 days. So, it was interesting. Like I said, I lost my grandpa on day 2 of the 6, so I had to literally ask myself if I can continue, because my grandpa was a person that raised me, so that's my dad. So it was like I feel like I lost a part of me, but he knows how hard I grinded to want to be something in entertainment, period. Whether it was the singer, the actor, the model, whatever I was aspiring, he knew how hard that I fought for it. So it was like I felt like he wanted me to do it, but my brain was so in Philadelphia, like with my grandma. But like I said, my cast was like, listen, She came to me. She was like, "Listen, I will finish the day out. The day out, if you need me to. If you need to just take a step back, just tell me the notes that you need, and I'll carry it." And I was just like, "Wow." You know what I'm saying? Just having people want to be, and I'm gonna cry because it was just dope to see people be selfless and be present for other people, and it was like a family. This set was definitely like a family, and I was like, and to that credit, a lot of them carried over to the project I just finished, which is Stalk, which is also coming out. So it's just dope, and she's an executive producer on that.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, where the tissue?
Yeah. So.
Sorry, I just lost my grandfather too, so and so to see him go through that, I wouldn't have thought in a million years. Like, my great grandmother on my grandfather's side lived to be 101. His daddy was 99, so my grandfather literally just turned 87 on the 20th of this month, or he would have. So to see him go through that, and I call mine Papa. Like, I love that man with all my heart. And to see him just go from being this like brilliant. I mean, you could see this man going to a weak point, and then his wife wasn't present because she had to be on set somewhere else. So his body was just not there. And I prayed, I asked for the sermon, and God said, just step up. But I didn't know that would prepare me for losing my grandfather, because my grandfather passed October 18th, just taking out the trash, from a heart attack. So it's amazing, but it's like now, one thing my son said, he said, "Well, Mommy, you know what they say about people that pass?" I said, "What?" "We have an ancestor now. So he gonna be up there working with God for you.
Watching over you."
So now we got two heavy hitters up there. I'm talking about they might be shooting craps with Jesus. I don't know.
You said that in a rap video. You said that when we rapped and y'all gave me the champagne and the card and stuff. You were saying that you were like, your grandpop, he carried us through.
Absolutely.
That was the last day, and I was just like, wow. And that's when I broke, because it was like, y'all really held my tears in until the very end. I could not hold them no more.
It's a lot.
So,
it was a lot.
It was a lot.
And then, on the, not to say much, but a lot of people go through adolescence in high school, their senior year, where something traumatic happens, where either they successfully make it, sometimes some may even like commit the S word. I'm very gentle with my words. Some may just give up. Some may turn to drugs, drinking, prostitution, all of those things. But this movie shows a side where, even though Tracy and, her high school sweetheart, went through some things, that they both became successful, but it was still things that they swept under the rug that needed to come to light.
That rug is festered up under there.
So, with you guys being behind the scenes, actually creating the characters and the movie, I have all of you had the opportunity to watch it yet?
Okay, see this one over here. Let me tell you, I haven't watched it all the way through. But no,
I will call.
It'll be a random 1 o'clock in the morning. Sis, what you doing? I was probably counting sheep. He's like, watch this, and then he'll start showing
my screen.
He's sharing his screen, like, okay, this is he'll show us bits and pieces of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing yet. And then, like, when we was on set, sometimes people want to see what they look like. They're like, okay, wait, how?
Playback, yeah.
I don't like to watch playbacks. I just want to, because I'm in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, if I was young Tracy, I'm 16 years old, I'm oblivious, I just want to be successful, I come from a struggling background, I don't care about what I look like. Like, I had to make the roll up on set.
Oh my God, that was we
I done went from being a lead actress to props to wardrobe, but that's what we needed to do to bring it together, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And it was some good times. Oh, we had some.
Now, what I want to know, Brandon, for you, like this entire process, being that this was your first acting role, and I'm assuming having, now friends and family from the set, this is not going to be your last acting role.
Oh, no. It's
like, for you, what were you able to learn about yourself from this project?
I was
Okay, I'm gonna just look at you.
And I'm a movie star. Yeah.
Can't get enough of it. Let me tell you. Ever since you put him on, listen.
I've been on different stuff. Like I was on Tyler Perry Ruthless.
Yeah.
I was with Chad Powell, Glenn Powell. I was just with them on this new Hulu series called Chad Powers. I also did like a couple of other things as well, and then I just did his new film Stalked. So I caught the bug, you know.
And don't let it be a small role. He'll be like, I mean, what's up with that? Like,
oh man,
7 words, 7 lines.
I'm gonna say
I'm
it.
a star.
I'm a star.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
what?
Yeah.
and if he sees something wrong with like or something that doesn't really sit well with how he sees it, he will call you about it. Like, so you think you can like probably put that over there, or maybe if you change that'll probably work. Like he's not rude about it, but he has to let you know that he's present. So it's like, okay,
absolutely.
Maybe if you had a different jacket, maybe that'd probably pop better on camera. Like if you would have put that over, I'm like, Brandon.
Yeah. So you sound like you gonna be behind the scenes.
I just by me being an artist as well, I have that eye for like for creativeness, so and then especially because I like to create and come up with my own concepts in my videos and stuff too. So I just see I'm the one that's going to stand back and look at the whole situation while everyone's focused on certain things.
So is any of your music? Are we going to get the opportunity to hear any of
Is
your
he performing
music in the film?
At this point,
Yeah,
he's on the soundtrack.
I am on the soundtrack. Yes.
So how does that feel? Like not only is your music there, but you got your acting there.
Which song?
That's me.
Which song?
Shazam.
I gotta say two. See what I'm saying? Like you
don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't know either.
Surprise.
I don't know. I know the list that I sent over, but I don't know what exactly made the cut.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be shocked when I hear some.
Would you like me to tell you I have it in this envelope?
You do?
No.
When it comes to now,
when it comes to the list, you are not.
Oh my God. When I say so talented, like so talented, like I just had like a whole. We've been here. Like really, what is that called?
Deja
Vu. And wow, and I said it then. You were so talented. So I must think you cool. Because sometimes your deja vus would be like Final Destination. You'd be like,
she must have worked on that all. When she said a movie, you must have worked on that all.
Yeah, but no, very talented. Like I'm talking about. I remember when we would just rehearse. Like one thing about it, NeJcion would always be like, get with your partner, get with your partner, get with each other offline. Don't just work on table reads and everything. And the chemistry was just there. And like being that I'm more seasoned, because I've been acting since I was 6 years old, so I'm a little more seasoned and trained. And so being able to know that it was his first time, helping him work through it, and just making people feel comfortable. Sometimes when you see someone that's very seasoned, they walk in like
with the air.
Yeah.
Excuse me, where's my
and those big glasses that are sitting over there?
Right. Ooh, are those yours?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So basically it kind of could like, and then when your light shines so bright, people could get intimidated. And I come in, what's the first thing I say when I see
Happy New Day.
Happy New Day. And some people like,
bitch.
Right, they're like, what you mean?
To the first table reading?
Yeah.
Yeah, then she was like, my Travises are handsome.
So this is
Travis.
Travis. He is playing the younger Travis.
Okay.
So there's an older Travis, but she played the younger version of herself and the older version of herself. If when the guy goes through puberty, we don't look the same when we pass that threshold. So
I look the same as I did when I was 12.
You don't look the same that you were when we were 20.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Neither one of us look the same way we look 10, 12 years ago.
I know for sure. You had a handful of hair.
Boom.
Singing on 106 and Park.
Boom. You know what I'm saying?
With cross colors on.
So, go ahead. You were going to say something.
No, I was just saying like the chemistry that the two of them had. Like, I would make fun of them throughout the set. I would walk over to them when they would rehearse their scene on on set, and I'm like, this chemistry you can't buy this chemistry at the store. The chemistry was so good, so believable. And it was not only believable to me, but to everybody else. They was like, oh, they must be together for real.
They're in the contract. It says no frat fighting, and I'm a stone cold believer in ain't no made a goal to lose opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I tell my actors, because realistically, people are people, right? So I tell my actors all the time, right, no fraternizing, but you can't help a connection that you make with somebody. Just handle it when you can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had a lot of actors on projects, period, who just couldn't, not resist it. They was like, I got to have it. So, especially in the new movie, we'll talk to them.
Oh my God, stock, yeah.
I think I need to come on set one day just to make sure
The new movie is crazy, okay?
Yeah.
So what I want to know with this movie for you guys, when it comes to the message that not only the movie gives, but your character gives, what is it that, let's start with you. What message would you like your character and this movie to give to the people? Or would you want them to take away from the movie?
It's okay to be you. It's okay to not, fit in with the crowd when they're moving faster than you. It's okay. It's okay to explore. It's okay to be bold. It's okay, to, do all those things and stuff. But just always remember to stay yourself. A lot of folks, they, try to clown certain folks about like them not being, in a certain group or a crowd or, losing their virginity and stuff like that and stuff. But it's okay. It's okay to not, be a fast learner. It's okay to not be, it's okay to be a late bloomer. Just stay yourselves. And sometimes it's better to wait than to get yourself into a situation that, could cause a lot of, turmoil in the long run. A positive message from it is just be great. Just be great. Stick to the plan and, follow your dreams.
Thanks.
Xica, how about you?
Just to piggyback on what Brandon said, a lot of times, especially nowadays with our teenagers, I remember if you were wearing Payless shoes, you were not cool. If your Jordan man was going this way and not doing that, it were talked about, So it was a lot of people, right? It was people being bullied and peer pressured.
And that's why the uniforms came out.
Right, and that's how uniforms came out, which was so cool because one of our actual cast members had uniforms made with the high school logo, and we actually wore uniforms. It was so cute. And, it's just don't let people corner you and make you feel like you have to do something to be cool. You don't. If you want to wait till you're married, wait till you're married. If you want to, I don't know. I don't even want to big up people that's out there making kids feel like they got to rush into it. But just take your time, and let God lead you at the end of the day. Because he's the only one that's really going to make sure that you're taken care of. And, really follow your dreams, like he said. And that's what, the movie shows you that. Because, my character, she was coming from a broken home, a single parent. Mother was on drugs. Mother still messed around with the baby daddy that was no good. And even though I wanted more for my mother was like, you a child. Don't stay in your fucking place. I think that's what she said to be exact. And
she'll be the fuck back.
Right, and she'll be back. And I had to worry about high school, right. Had to worry about being in high school senior. I want a boyfriend, but I don't have a boyfriend. My grandmother, she can't really take care of us, but she has been forced to. I have a baby sister now. I just want to live my life. And I remember I was actually going through the same thing in my real life. I was supposed to go to the 6th grade. My mom had my little brother, and she was in a very abusive relationship. Mama, I'm sorry, but I'm healing. I want you to heal with me. And I had to take care of my little brother. And people thought I had a little boy at the age of 10, 11. And I had to homeschool. And I almost got sent back. And I had to go to school my senior year, fall, winter break, spring break. I had to go to a junior college. I wasn't going to graduate. And at the same time, I still was focusing on my acting. And this is when I was young, going through my adolescence. So I really could relate to Tracy and how she was like, no matter what, I got to be focused. But she also wanted to know what it felt like to be loved. And
she found out too.
But she found out.
Yeah,
Travis made sure she
what it felt like to be loved. And it wasn't no rookie.
And it wasn't no rookie. Okay. So, and then what happens when you are young and you don't think about safe sex, wearing a condom, doing things to prepare yourself. Parents got to talk to these kids about it. My mama didn't talk to Tracy's mother didn't talk to her about it. So Tracy just went into it like, I just want to show him that I care for him like he cared for me. My mom, this is what my mom did. She was very sexualized. So I guess sex is the next step to show him that I love him versus just maybe holding his hand. And I'm thinking because he's a varsity guy, he gotta be getting laid. But he was a virgin too. So we both just blinded.
First.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was wasn't Tracy a virgin too?
No, she wasn't.
She been fucking since the 9th grade.
Oh, well, I didn't know that was not in the script. I did not know that. Right.
So Travis is actually me. Just so a lot of people don't know that. Like a lot of his isms in the movie, I pulled from my character. Cause I was very popular in high school, but I wasn't having sex either.
Right.
So it's like I pulled little things that I could relate to pour into the character.
Right, and then Tracy was so private that no one knew that she was active like that. No one knew because she was so focused on, I gotta graduate, go be a lawyer, I'm gonna change my family life. But she still had that sneaky side to her. And then they ended up
very sneaky.
Can we say that one part? We ended up having.
Talk about it.
We ended up getting pregnant. Our characters got pregnant, and his parents was like, "Oh no, we don't believe in an abortion."
They wouldn't have that.
But you gonna have this baby, and
that goes against all they stand for.
Yeah,
all they stand for.
All they stand for.
Oh, they gonna kill.
And then
them.
I'm not wealthy like them. My family's not wealthy like his family. So it's we're gonna keep the baby. You're gonna go off, have the baby, give the baby to us, and we're gonna raise the baby like it's ours, and you gonna say it's your little brother.
Yep.
And that's what Travis had to do. And they paid for me to go to law school. Yep. So I'm thinking that, and that was swept under the rug. So no one knew that we had a child. No one knew. Except one of my best friends. One of the best friends.
Your best friend and his best friend.
Yeah, they knew. And, from there, it's now we're here, and I have a younger sister that's going to school.
You don't talk too much. Nope.
You guys have to watch yourself.
Y'all better come and get that premiere.
It's going to be real good. Y'all better.
So, for you, what message is it that you want the people to receive from this project?
A lot of people ask me about why I didn't have other ethnic groups in the movie. So I wanted to do something for us. Like I wanted to pour into the black cinema. Like I wanted to be a part of it. And granted, as things go on, we're going to diversitize it a little bit. But for my first project, I wanted to make sure we seen us, because black people. One thing I learned about us is that we're really not skilled at being honest. And what I mean by being honest is being transparent enough to say what actually happened. Because what happens when you miss detail and not say what happened? Things get swept under the rug. You lift that bitch back, there's a whole bunch of dust under there, and it blow up in your face. So that's what I wanted to. That's the message of the movie. Like, just be honest. Like, think people make mistakes. People don't always think it through. But if you're honest about what's happening while it's happening, you'll get a better result versus waiting till it gets blown up and you're like, damn, I don't know what to do. I don't know how. It's 20 years that went by. Like, it's too late. You know what I mean? So I wanted to show us in a way where we can kind of just deal with our stuff. Like, just deal with it, handle it, figure it out. But don't let that thing build up, because when it build up, who got to deal with it? Everybody that swept it up under the rug. Y'all all have to face it again. So that's what Swept is about.
And innocent people get hurt.
So Atlanta is going to be witness to a premiere.
Yes, they are.
On Monday, December 2nd.
Which happens to be my 35th birthday.
Oh, wow. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Thank you, Ken.
So how can people come and support the event? And then when is the actual film going to be ready?
So the actual film comes out in January of 2025. We are doing a watch party premiere at Code 44 in College Park. If you wish to come be a part of it, we have a ticket list. Just cash at me the money, which is $35, and your name. And when you get to the venue, your name will be on the list.
Okay. Now, is there any social media or anything that goes along with the movie?
Yes, Swept the Movie on Instagram. So all of the details on Swept the Movie. Also, my page and their pages.
So, guys, how can people stay connected with you guys on social media? This project and every other project you guys are going to work on.
You forget that.
Do it.
No, he here.
All right. Glory to God. Go ahead.
Your social
media. You know what? No. Before. Let's do that before. So, as we're preparing to rap, and the people are learning more and more about Sweat, the movie. Let us know your favorite scene in the movie.
Oh, that's what you snickered of.
And then let people know how they can stay in touch with you.
Take your time.
That's some real good words. Stay in touch.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna say my favorite scene in the movie was it was homecoming night after the dance. Sparks was flying.
Homecoming night.
Homecoming night.
You so
It went to third base. Nah, but on a serious note, my favorite part in the movie was actually when I was able to show my range, as far as like getting angry with over like basically getting told by a friend of Tracy's, well, sort of friend of Tracy's, that she wasn't going to homecoming with me. So I was actually I was able to show, you know, like a different range of emotions rather than like the jock and then, you know, the pretty boy, you know, the smooth jazz. You know, I was able to get angry and be like, hey, like, what's going on? What's happening? Like, I was able to show that emotion. And that was actually my favorite part of it, because then it went from me being angry to me being like, you know what?
The levels was crazy.
So that was the moment when you knew, like,
That I knew,
I'm an
yeah.
actor.
You're
Like,
right.
I'm made for this.
I'm a movie star.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. But yeah, that was actually my favorite part, when I was able to show that range there, because it went from here, then it brought down to here. Then as we walked off scene, it was like, oh yeah,
I killed it. Yeah.
I killed that.
Yeah. And it was a one take too.
Yeah, I killed that. You know, I had to snatch it up, but then be like, I love you, baby.
Yeah.
So it worked, and that was actually my favorite part, other than the homecoming night. Yeah.
Your social media. So
Lord have
stay in
mercy.
touch with you.
Okay, so on all social media platforms, it's I am Brandon Real. You know, and for you guys that's looking, you know, my music is on all digital platforms as well as Brandon Real. So definitely check me out. I do have a new song coming out. It's called ILY. You know, I Love You. It's gonna be out actually beginning of the year. So stay tuned.
All right.
That he wrote while he was on set. He was on set for Ruthless.
And I wrote this song.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how he made, because Ruthless is Ruthless. I don't know how you
Found love out of that.
Right, but that's how it works. So my favorite, oh my god, it was so many scenes. Like, I can't even. I gotta pick one. My favorite scene would have to have been. It's a sad scene, but it was a good scene, where it transitioned from me having a conversation with Tracy, having a conversation with her mother, like, Mom, I need you just to, like, stay home. I need you. I love you. Like, I'm trying to pour into her, and she just dodging it. She was blinded by a man, and getting the news of what I got, and then having to go from being happy at school to finding out that, you know, it's okay to say that my mother overdosed in a hotel room. So I had to, like, really channel in that emotion and literally, like, break down, and I was there.
Yeah.
I was locked in.
That scene was crazy.
And, you know, having to just be able to really be there. Like, I really felt like I lost my mother, and to be able to execute it to where the producer, director was happy with it, and it made everybody else cry. Like, we actually had to do that scene together where I was talking to him about it, and you could even see it in him that he was feeding off of that, to where it allowed him to get into a deeper emotion that he, at first he was like, how am I going to do this? Like, did nobody really die? You know, because he's a realist. So for that was a really good moment to have, where I was able to, like, really channel in that emotion for that, because it was devastating. It's my senior year. Mama died. Now I got to take care of my little sister. How am I going to do that? The worst thing I will want is to get pregnant. And no, homecoming night. That happens.
It's the hard.
That happens. So kids, practice safe sex or wait. Okay. Yes. Oh my yes. My social media. You can follow me at the Showstopper. It's TheShowstopper. All social media platforms. Yeah, and I'm excited.
Season 3, P Valley coming soon.
Oh yes.
My favorite scene.
Yo.
Oh my God.
So thank you guys for joining. So your favorite scene?
What was your favorite
in this
scene?
movie?
All right.
So
my favorite scene in the movie was actually the scene that you were talking about, talking to your mom, because that scene was written coming from my mom. That's how my mom talks. So when people see that scene, it's gonna blow them away because it was so ruthless. It was just like, bitch, you heard what I said. Like, I don't care what you talking about. This is what it's gonna be, how it's gonna be, and where it's gonna be. Like that's it. So that was my favorite scene because it was so intense, and it went from 0 to 100 quickly. Like it wasn't. She just was putting her earrings on the regular, and then you look at her like, you ain't got it, baby. It was one of those scenes where you was like, I feel like you said, still in that emotion. Because it was funny because we had already shot the scene that she was crying on. That scene was already done. So it was like she does like a method actor too. Like so when she's locked in, she's locked in. So all of the emotions, like she had already seen, her son on set. So she instantly clicked with him in real life and was just like, damn. So this is God's playing my son. So let me, channel that. Like she's so good. Like she's so good. So there was one of those situations where like just watching her become Tracy while still being active in other realms, was just crazy. But that was the scene for me. Y'all can follow me on all platforms at NeJcion the Great. And the movie, Swept movie on Instagram.
Okay.
So wait, your mama used to cuss at you like that?
No, my mom cusses. She's a cusser, period. She like, shut up. Yeah,
that mother was like, I said, Ma, could you please? Tracy said, Ma, just stay home. She was like, look, I said what I said. Now take your raggedy ass upstairs. I was like,
you ain't even gotta come back.
Right.
And you ate those words though.
I did. Yeah. And that's why I said your words are powerful, because Tracy was like, well, you ain't even gotta come back, under her breath.
And she didn't come back?
And my mother did not. Eric's mother did not come back. So she was only dealing with the fact, like, damn, did I send my mama to the depths of hell? Like, what happened? So you got, it's a very, like, NeJcion did it was well written.
Thank you.
It was well put together. Even the characters. Ugh.
Yeah, her friend group is crazy. Like that. When y'all see this plot twist, you're gonna be like,
that's our friends. How many of them have them?
Man.
Yeah.
So if you guys are in Atlanta, make sure you guys come out December 2nd. Okay, Code 44 in downtown College Park. Make sure you hit either one of these beautiful people up to pay him. Well, hit him up to pay you money.
You can hit him up too.
Oh, okay. But make sure you guys are there to support, because as you can see, they became a family throughout this process. They're excited and eager to share it with you. And it's something in there that everybody can relate to. Yeah. Whether it's a friend or a family member, or like he said, his mama who, he channeled for a character. But make sure you guys go support, because that's how we all grow.
And clean up under the rugs.
To support. Oh, yes. Therapy.
Therapy.
We believe in therapy. But thank you guys for tuning in to BLK Talk. And we'll be back with another amazing episode very soon.
Good job.